Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing really well and is blessed in this lifetime. I have been MIA, but that's due to my camera breaking. So here we are with a new one. So I hope everybody's doing well. Just like I said, I've been well. So let's get into it. I wanted to talk about the power of our intuition and how sometimes I think we use our intuition wrong. I feel like our intuition is a gift that God gave us, something that we're born to use and to guide us in life. I really think intuition is just like inner guidance, and I feel like if we would all just listen to our inner guidance, we wouldn't go through so much trials and tribulations in our life. So I want to just talk about it. I am more so going to speak on from a woman's perspective because I am a woman. And for two, I just think that a woman's intuition is so strong, but a man's intuition is strong also. But a woman's intuition is so powerful. I know people have heard, oh, a woman's intuition don't lie. A woman's intuition going to tell us, which is very much true, but we don't use intuition correctly. Us women, we got the power, but we don't use the power correctly. And I think that the intuition has 3 steps, and I'm going to go over that. And the third step, I believe, is where most of us mess up, especially as women mess up, but men mess up this way too. But first, let's get into the first one. Hey, something's going on. The flashing red lights, like that's how I think of intuition. When it starts to go off and it's starting to tell me, hey, something's going on, something's going on. All right, that's my first step, the warning. Number 2, the drive to investigate it. You want to investigate what is going on, like why is my intuition going on? You know, it's just like an inner knowing to investigate. Now, when we investigate and we find something, let's say you find infidelity, you find this person's living a different life, you find that this person is not a good friend to you, whatever the case may be. Now, the third step is where we mess up, and it's because we get too emotional. We get so emotional, and we get so emotional instead of actually why the intuition is going off. What does the intuition want us to do? You know, we just start to get so emotional. But the third step is to walk away. You know, if the intuition is going off and you investigated and you found foul play, whatever the case may be, why would you stay there? The intuition is telling you to remove it from your life. You know, and when we don't listen to our intuition, what do we get? Wasted time, trauma, heartbreak, just a feeling of just like just sadness and just like, why me? You know, kind of like a victim mentality. But I just honestly feel like a lot of people don't have the right to have the victim mentality because your intuition tells you, you know, and then we have the free will to do with the situation how we like. Now, I think that's beautiful that God gave us free will. You know, He gave us the guidance, we were born with it, but He ultimately gives you the choice, the will of what do you want to do about it. You know, He never like, you know, just is like, you know what I mean? He just gives us the free will to choose how we want to live our lives. And I just feel like the way that we're supposed to live our life could be so much more smooth sailing if we would just listen to our intuition instead of just always trying to lean on our own understanding. And, you know, God always says, lean on Him and not our own understanding. Something like that is in the Bible. I can't really quote, but I just know it's up in there. So I just think that if we just really got in tune with our intuition, our life would be so much more smooth sailing. And I just feel like when we're too, especially women, when we're too emotional, let's say that our intuition went off, the flashing red lights, hey, something's going on. Then we investigated, right? We found out that our man's cheating on us. He's living a different life, right? We get the third is we get emotional. We didn't remove them maybe for like a few days or whatever, but you come back, you know, and it's like Have you noticed that when you get too emotional, the men always say, "Oh, you're making that up in your mind. Whatever is going on, you just made this up, blah, 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 blah." And then the woman starts to doubt herself. But the woman starts to doubt herself because she's not so in tune with her intuition. Direct, she can't tell if it's herself talking or the intuition talking. So she starts to self doubt herself, especially when he's like, "Oh, you made this up in your mind. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah." You know what I mean? And a man knows that. A man knows that a woman will doubt herself. And it's just like, get in tune with your intuition so you know, like, no. There's no doubt. This is really my intuition, and my intuition led me to this. Even though a woman saw the proof after she investigated or whatever, she will still doubt herself because that man said, "Hey, you over there making stuff up in your mind. You're crazy. You're crazy." How many women have heard that from a man? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever doubt your intuition, because that's your inner guidance from God. And don't let a man who barely uses his intuition, or who's disrespecting you, make you doubt yourself. Who is he to tell you that, oh, you really don't know what you're talking about? When you investigated, you saw it with your own eyes. You know what I mean? Like, and don't let anybody doubt your intuition. Oh, you're just being paranoid. You're just no. You know what I mean? Always listen to your gut feeling. Always listen to that small voice in the back of your head saying, "Hey, something's not right." Always listen to it, and pray on it. You know what I mean? If you think something's not right, your intuition keeps going off, you investigate it, but you didn't find nothing, pray on it. Ask God to reveal it for you, because I promise you that it will be revealed to you. Now, I'm going to give you a little story about how my intuition was like, spot on. Okay. One time I was messing with this guy. Okay. He was an ex, whatever, but we were just like messing around. Now, something in my mind, he kept on telling me like about his baby mama, like, "Oh, you know how men be like, oh, we're not really messing with each other. I don't like her. She's not even attractive, blah, 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 blah." But one day, like, even though I was with this man every day, all day, like, I never even seen him with the baby mama ever. You know what I mean? But even though he was with me every single day and all day, something in my mind was like, "Hey, you know what I mean? Like, this man just not right." You know what I'm saying? And even though, like, I would just try to find stuff, I couldn't find it. And one day I was at home and I just had like prayer time. I was like, "God, if there's something that you want me to know, just reveal it to me." Let me tell you something. God did not even take more than 6 days to show me this man is in a relationship with this lady. He was lying to me, like, to my face, and which really upset me because we was friends. You know what I mean? Like, we told each other everything, even like bad things, that you don't tell anybody. And the fact that you couldn't tell me, like, that you actually were still involved with her, was crazy to me. You know what I mean? And it's just like, God's just so powerful that he will literally reveal what you want to know if you ask him to. Don't ask him if you're not ready. You know what I mean? But furthermore, yeah, he was still messing with that lady. She told me what was up. She showed me what was up, and he showed me what was up after I confronted him also, So at that point, I was more in tune with my intuition and with myself, that I knew that my intuition wanted me to remove myself. So I did. No matter how hard he wanted me back, no matter how hard he called me or whatever and did what he did, you know what I mean? I still stood on 10, and I'm so happy that I did, because that man's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't be an asset to my life. He wouldn't do anything but cause me trauma or more hardship in my life. He wouldn't be adding. He would be a liability and not an asset. So, you know what I mean? Like, thank God for my intuition, and thank God for for being in tune with my intuition. And there's many ways that you can become in tune with your intuition. Read books, watch YouTube channels that speak on that, and really be thankful for that gift, that inner guidance that God gave you. Tell God thank you for it. And I just believe that intuition is just born within us. I can remember at a time, at a young age, that my intuition was going off and I wouldn't pay attention to it. I didn't do what I was supposed to do with it, but now as a woman, I understand, as a grown woman, I understand that control your emotions, get your emotions in order, or else you're going to pay for it later. Really, I feel like us women, even men, need to calm down sometimes when we're upset. No matter what that person did, just calm yourself and literally just find comfort in the fact that you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to keep being in trauma bonds. You don't have to keep on going through hardship just for love. You don't have to do it. You know what I mean? You really don't have to. And I just think that all people should just find comfort in that and strength in that. You don't have to deal with somebody's BS. If they can't treat you right, they don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. And if you can't treat them right, you don't deserve them. And find comfort in it. No matter how uncomfortable it can be, just find some type of comfort, But just like I was saying, we're like born with it. And my intuition, again, is very strong, was strong at a young age. I'm very transparent. I started to have sex when I was like 14 years old and messing with older guys and dating older guys. And it was this one time, like, I was dating this older guy. He came and picked me up from my neighborhood. We hung out all day. We went to his house and did what we did. We had sexual relations. Now, here's where it gets crazy. The whole entire time we were having sexual relations, this man had on a scarf around his neck. Now, mind you, it's summertime, okay? But I was like, maybe that's just his swag for the day. That was just his style. I was so in love with that boy that he could do anything, and I would be like, oh, he looks great. Yes, that man had on a scarf in the summertime. But anyway, we had sexual relations. Now, after that, we went, he took me back home, and where I lived at, we had like a pavilion where there was like picnic tables, all of that, whatever. And something in me was just like, even the whole time we were having sexual relations, I was just like, why you got on a scarf? Why? It was like them red lights were flashing like, hey, something ain't right. Now, after that, I did step 2 when we was at the pavilion. I decided to investigate. I just took the scarf. I just took it off. And would you believe that man had hickeys on his neck? And he had the nerve to tell me dead in my face that I'm the one who gave him the hickeys. I ain't never gave nobody no hickey a day in my life. So I know they didn't come from me, But so my red lights went off. The warning sign. 2nd, I investigated. I found what I needed. Now 3, I messed up. Like I said, I'm 14 years old. I messed up. I got emotional. I just got mad at him, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? 2 days later, I was with him. You know what I'm saying? And after that, that man done put me through some stress in my life. He took me for a ride. But anyway, I'm just trying to say is that listen to your intuition. It's in you from a young age. It will literally guide you. If you're a young lady watching this, please listen to your intuition. Please get in tune with it. Please just save yourself the heartache, save yourself the trauma, the nonsense that you're going to go through. But I just wanted to speak on that because I really want everybody to just have a smoother life. Just live in peace, and not trauma or stress from other people. If they're causing you that, leave them alone. I'm telling you, the 3rd step is telling you to remove yourself if the situation is not beneficial to you or if it's hurting you. Leave it alone. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And at the end of my, my little talks, I want to do a prayer card. What I do every day, I pick out a prayer card, and it literally just confirms things for me, and I just thought it would be nice for you guys to see how God just speaks to you. So I have a stack of these ones, and they're just like daily prayers, and they're just like really short. So what I'm gonna do, I just shuffle them or whatever, and I just, whichever one I just feel like is just talking to me. So I just do this one, and then I do, they're really pretty. I got them from Dollar Tree, but I just shuffle them because, you know, I use them every day. So whichever one is talking to me, I'm gonna just do this one, and then I'm gonna again shuffle. Where did that one go? Okay. So this one, today's prayer, it says, everything you do should be done in love. Yes. And it said, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Didn't I say that earlier in my video? I'm telling you, God be like just confirming things for me. Just be like, yes, you're on the right path. Like, this is what I want you to say. Like, look at that. God is just so beautiful. And then I'm going to do, did I do this one? I did this one. Yeah, I need to do this one. Okay. So this is the last one. Literally the first one is like saying something to me. Okay. So it says, but if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. Didn't I say sometimes we don't see things? I'm telling you, the Lord be talking. I love him so bad. Well, yes, my love. So that's all I really wanted to say today. And I hope my prayers card touched you as they touch me daily. So like I said, I hope all of you stay blessed, well, and beautiful in this lifetime. See you later.